Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host, JJ48, and tonight we are continuing in our quest to save Hyrule from Ganon by not going to confront Ganon and instead finishing up side quests and whatnot. So, one thing I did this week was I took a look and kind of scouted out where all the rest of the uh, Skulltulas are. And I'm rather glad that I did because there are quite a few that I would have missed, um, or that I thought that we had already gotten. So, for instance, you might have noticed that we are returning to the Deku tree, and there's one in here that we couldn't get before when we first came through, because a lot of these require us to get an item from one location and go back to a place where we've already been. And let's... hopefully I'll be able to make it. And one thing that I also got to thinking about as I was looking through this stuff is why are we... I'm really not good with these things. Okay, fine, we'll do it this way. So why are we hunting for the gold Skulltulas in the first place? And I went back to see if I could find when we talked to the cursed guy, because you remember it was a family that was cursed, and we need to find all the gold Skulltulas to break the curse. And I found out that at least at that point, it didn't actually tell us what the curse was. It just said that the gold Skulltulas were the spiders of the curse, and that if we killed them all, the curse would be broken. Which kind of makes me wonder if was uh, was this part of Ganon's doing as he's going around messing up everything in Hyrule? Did he curse this family? Or did the... Oh yeah, these things. Okay. Oh, that's not a way of doing it. So I think... I thought we'd heard either from the family themselves or from somebody else in town that they had been a very wealthy family. And so it's possible that greed had something to do with it. But yeah, we don't know. We don't know exactly what their issue is, unless I'm forgetting it. Although it's also possible that maybe they'll tell us more once we actually find all the gold Skulltulas. And so I will say, as far as how much longer this game is going to continue, I had someone ask me about that this week. And this week I absolutely certain we're going to be just in this game. But I think there's a good chance that either this week or early next week we'll get all the gold Skulltulas. And then we can move on to some of the other... a couple of the other quests that I want to do. and then we'll finally be able to be ready to take on Ganon. And so I think that should happen either late next week or early the week after. Let me see. Another thing is, this week we should actually return to being old Link again. Or adult Link, he's not really old. And one really good thing that came from my scouting mission is I was able to determine some places where we definitely had collected all of the Skulltulas, and therefore we won't need to. There's some place that we won't need to spend a lot of time just searching and digging around to make sure that we got all of them. One of those places being inside Lord Jabu Jabu. Although that's a little bit of a mixed blessing, I guess, because we don't have to spend the time going through him, and that would have been a bit of time itself, especially if we had already done so and we had nothing to show for it. On the other hand, I did notice that visiting or revisiting all these places, it was sometimes kind of nice to see them, to see places that we'd visited, especially towards the beginning of the game, with a little bit of a new perspective, now that we have so much more of the game behind us. And it does mean that we're not going to be able to... Threw it too early. We're not going to be able to take a refresher course on how giant fish biology works. Let's do it this way. This is much easier to aim. And then we can lock on for that. Let me guess, you want us to go rescue Princess Zelda? I have to save Princess Zelda, yes. That's what we're doing, Navi. That's why we're here in the Zora's domain. And is it just me, or does the map for this kind of look like a face or a head? Like a head viewed in profile. A head viewed in profile wearing a really tiny bowler hat. Okay. Although, I think if I recall, we'd already talked to Princess Ruto after completing a lot of... after coming back here again last time around, and she asked the same thing. Whether her most precious possession, the Zora Sapphire, helped in our quest. And you would think that there'd be other stuff to talk about besides just asking that same question again. Particularly after it had already been answered once. Okay. I think this way. I also was able to look up some other stuff and found something looked kind of fun with this section. Some frogs are looking at you from underwater. Nope, they want to hear a song. Let's see. Wow, that melody is so cool, Ribbit. Singing in the rain. Oh, what a feeling. Please take this as a token of our froggish gratitude, Ribbit. Alright, see you, Ribbit. Alright, 2 more pieces will gain some life energy. That's one of the things we can do here, and I think we can play some more songs for the frogs. Maybe. Young lad, you play the ocarina well. That melody is so fine. We all should practice it. Take rupees as a souvenir. If you come up with another nice melody, please drop by and play it. Ribbit, ribbit. So I'm noticing each note I play seems to correspond to a frog. Also, playing that song made the one frog larger. Let's see. Okay. I guess it's nice to get compliments. The compliments start wearing a little thin when it's the exact same thing every time, though. Also, I was thinking about this from a lore perspective. We had a similar thing. I mean, we didn't play music for them, but we had frogs associated with music in Link's Awakening. We learned the song. Was it Song of Awakening or Song of Revival or something from the frog? Okay, what other ones? What's this one? No, okay, that's the Song of Time again. That's not what I was going for. No, even though it was a song we'd already played, they'll still give us more rupees, just not as much. Let's see. Alright, they're all big now. Look at us, we're all huge frogs. We are the world-famous Fabulous 5 Froggish Tenors. Fabulous 5 Froggish Tenors. Ribbit. Make us jump so we can eat the bugs flying above us, Ribbit. Can't do that yourself? Okay, then ready, set, go. Oh. Okay. I only have a limited amount of time to hit the ones that have a bug flying above them. Got it. Yep. How was that wrong? Okay. Okay, the timing is not very long on this. Okay. One more try and then I'll break out the cheat sheet. What? Why does this keep thinking I'm hitting the wrong one when I'm... Okay. Okay, I'm wondering if there's something with the stick making it think that I'm putting in inputs that I'm not. Okay, well, I'm not sure what's going on there, but if they can't figure out how to eat the bugs themselves, then they can just go ahead and wait until someone else can do that, because I'm putting in the right inputs, or I think I am, and for some reason it's just not accepting them, so we'll go find some more heart pieces a different way. And I know one way we can do that is with this chicken. Maybe we'll try again some other time to get the frogs if that's becomes really vital, but okay, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, that one I might need to come back as an adult to get. Come here. No. Can I get up there from here? I think from up there would be even better. I would have had a full heart container now if those frogs were better at eating bugs. Oh. Heading out to Hyrule Field. So now I'm kind of curious if there's anything like in Japanese lore or myth or anything about frogs being associated with music, or if that's just purely a Zelda thing that they just decided to, okay, frogs and music, that'll work. I think it actually is a little faster for me to do this. And I'll also say, out of all of the changes that came about while adapting Zelda to the 3D style, and I guess it's not even really it's not even a because they changed it to 3D, it's just something they did at the same time. But deciding to make the P-hats so massively huge is one of the things I was not expecting when I first played this. Because I think all the times we've seen them before, they've been relatively normal size. Or normal size, that's not really a meaningful statement, but they've been roughly the same size as Link, and now they're just humongous flying flower things. Okay. Oh, did not mean to do that. Oh, and I have to drop a bomb again. Make sure I don't step on the platform again. Okay, it's when a Stone of Truth gets hit by Din's fire, it spins around and starts getting really freaky on us. Where am I going? Stone Mask of Truth, that's what I want. I overheard this. They say that there is a switch that you can activate only by using the spin attack. I think we might actually be seeing that tonight. Finally managed to kill one of you without getting hit myself. I'm hearing a... There we go. Okay. Alright, so we've got, I think that's 4 of them now. 4 more than we started with, and you might recall last time we had gotten up to 60 of them. So we have now 36 more. So I heard that in like in medieval times and other old times, that it wasn't common for people to spend their whole lives, uh, never really venturing out of their own towns, or you might not know what the world is like more than you know 10 miles radius around your house or something, or 30 miles radius. I think this starts to show us why. If anytime you try to walk anywhere, there's just skeletons popping up out of the ground and giant killer flowers flying through the air. I don't think I'd ever want to leave my city either. Okay. Okay. Yep. So there's 5 this week. Another thing that will be beneficial as we're doing this is most most things in dungeons that change are going to stay changed, even though we've left and have come back. There's a couple things that might reset, but I think for the most part, when we do have to dip into dungeons, we'll be much faster now. Okay, we're going back to the bottom of the well, the mini dungeon you might remember. And I can't imagine it's common knowledge to the people in Kakariko Village that this exists under here. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be investing in a town and building more property there if I knew that there was a huge haunted mansion thing underneath my feet. Oh. Did not mean to drop down here. Actually, keeping in mind that there's all these pitfalls, probably makes sense for me to have Lens of Truth. First I want to come in here because this will help me. There we go. And there's a couple of the rooms in here I think will be interesting, so we haven't gone into them. We didn't go into them on our first visit. And here we have a crypt with a bunch of coffins, sarcophagi. I guess sarcophagi. So we see this one is open, and it's got a lit torch near it. So maybe if we light the other torches... And this is the torch I mainly care about, I think. And I think the other ones mainly just contain like rupees and hearts and stuff, so we won't be worrying about them. But is it just me, or did the music get a really scary chord there for a moment? Ow. I forget what was under here. I don't think it's anything we need, but we'll check it out anyway. I think I want to go around this way. I don't know why I always think I can get around those spiders to the side, and I never can. Someday I'll remember. Well, we have 2 keys now, so we can enter these 2 doors at least. Wait a second. At least I can use a boomerang on, because I can target them. I will say I'm rather thankful for that. When I got bats in my house, they only very rarely dove straight into my face and did half a heart of damage. Thought Navi told me a bit about some of the other pictures and what they wanted to say, but not this one apparently. There's invisible pits around here. But I thought we... didn't we get another key? Got a key from there. Oh, maybe we didn't... Maybe that chest didn't have a key. Yes. Shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Here we go. Okay. I thought that was a key in that first chest, or the second chest there, so maybe I didn't. Okay, this isn't a key location. Yeah, I should consider a water feature like that for my backyard, with the little pool of glowing water with skeletal hands sticking out of it. Just add a little bit of charm to the backyard there. Okay, so that chest is probably the key. Where? Oh. Okay, so we've got that. Maybe this hole? Nope. It was to the south of that one. On second thought, that water looks very green, which means there's probably a lot of algae in there. Anything gets in there, it's going to be all icky. Okay, so... Okay, so we have this hole here. That's not the right hole. But we can't go south that way. Is there a hole over there? No. If we go down here, I don't have a way to get over there. Ah, this is a bombable thing. Maybe there's a hole under here. Let's try this. There we go. Not what I was expecting. Maybe I already unlocked the other door. I guess I could go over there and actually check. This might be an issue, because I could have sworn that I had not done any of these three. And therefore, I had assumed well, I hadn't really assumed, but I had included these three in my count of ones that I needed to get today. If we've already gotten one of them, that means that there's one still in the world that I haven't yet found. Oh. Okay. Unless that was the up and check again. Although, if we have already gotten that one, I'm going to stick to my schedule or my list, and we'll still plan on. I won't go searching for it right now if it's not this one. Instead, I'll do that off stream. But okay, giant pit. Okay, I don't need this at the moment if I'm not moving. Ah, no. Ah, okay. Well, lost my shield. Ah, you've already eaten my shield. What do you got that's scary now? Oh. And I managed to kill it quickly enough that it didn't digest my shield. Great. Oh yeah, I already got that chest, so... If there was a gold Skulltula here, we've already gotten it. Well, that's unfortunate. Just make sure... Okay. Alright, so we're gonna definitely be one Skulltula short. So instead, where to now? That is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. But, okay, this should be our last time down here, though. Getting thematic whiplash going from the spooky music immediately to peaceful village music. This guy's got a mask. I wonder if he'll say anything with our Mask of Truth on. Well, I don't really know what to say about that one. Again, isn't this thing supposed to be telling us people's innermost thoughts and secrets? I guess what we're getting from this is that the people of Hyrule are very, very simple-minded. You said it sounded like a Skulltula at the bottom of the pit. Oh, what it could have been, 'cause there shouldn't be a gold Skulltula down there. What it very likely was is the normal Skulltulas will make the same sound. So a lot of times we'll hear those when the normal Skulltulas are nearby. Wow, I'm really surprised we were able to hold on from that angle. Okay, and this one, I know why we didn't get this one the first time through. Because you may remember the room where we set off the chain reaction of bombs, and then it lowered the staircase. Well, this is... you'll see in a moment, this Skulltula actually requires the staircase to not be lowered. And I think that's also why, when we came through here before, the staircase was back in its lowered position, is because if that stayed and didn't reset, then this would this one would basically be impossible to get. So see, this is the stairs here, and when they fall down, this becomes this lowers, but we need it up here to be able to get this one. Yeah. So yeah, you can see here that this is just a normal Skulltula, but it's making pretty much the same sound. So it's one of the ways the sound is mostly useful if you're in an area where there are no other Skulltulas, or you've cleared out all the visible Skulltulas. Then you know there must be some hidden ones nearby. That one. I don't know what these gray boulders are made of that they don't blow up like the brown ones do. Maybe the Gorons have found a non-Middle-earth source of mithril. Okay. Ever heard this? They say that there is a secret around the entrance to Gerudo Valley. I think there's several secrets, as a matter of fact. That might be referring to the one that we put a bomb in already. Hey, managed to make that jump the first time. For some reason, when I think you might have seen the few times we've come up here, and definitely when I was scouting out this area, for some reason Link did not want to make that jump there, and kept just running right off the edge. Okay, I'm beginning to think there's no way to actually avoid the boulders, and they're just going to fall on top of me no matter what I do. Ow. And I noticed that we don't have the fire and the boulders falling as adult Link. So it can't be from the Dodongos because we quieted down the Dodongos. Let's see, they say that Bigoron's sword is super sharp and will never break. We found that out, thank you. But what I'm wondering is, as adult Link, we fought the dragon in here, Volvagia. But maybe the dragon could already be in Death Mountain even as a child. It just hasn't kidnapped the Gorons and you know, gotten to the point where we need to go after it yet. Okay. I mean, I guess it's possible that it could just be, you know, a natural volcanic eruption that's happening at the moment and doesn't happen when we're an adult. But honestly, I think that's much less likely than giant mythical creatures wreaking havoc inside the mountain. Wow, everybody else has gone to bed. These two are still dancing. Well, it seems like it's taking forever for dawn to come. The view of Hyrule Castle in the morning sun is so fantastic. I think that's a joke based on the fact that when we're inside of a town like this, the time doesn't change. Um, we unless we play the sun song to force it to become morning or something. Okay, no, come on. Why? Here we go. Oh, let's see what this one says. I've heard this. They say that if you get close to a butterfly while holding a Deku stick in your hands, something good will happen. Okay, hadn't heard that one before. We'll might have to try it out sometime when we see a butterfly. Okay. Hyrule Castle guards, alert as ever. Not even bothering to guard the very clearly marked trail. Oh, here's butterflies. Let's... okay, I think they might be a pack of liars if that's what they say. 'Cause there's nothing happening here. Okay. Okay, do you have some true gossip for us, Mr. Gossipstone? They say that, contrary to her elegant image, Princess Zelda of Hyrule Castle is, in fact, a tomboy. Okay, well, I mean, she did dress up like a ninja and to hide from Ganon and do a bunch of ninja stuff. Um, guess I could see that. Okay. Yeah. So not only can the guards not see me when I'm, more than 20 feet away from them, they can't hear me playing an ocarina. These are just like the worst guards possible. Nor do they hear bomb blasts going on almost just directly under their feet. Okay, there's a gold sculptula. Just check, see if there's anything else of interest down here. Another gossip stone. Okay, over this. They say that you may find something new in dungeons that you have already finished. Okay, yeah, like a bunch of gold sculptulas. Okay. And then one place left. No, that's the wrong one. I think this will be the last one as a child, and then we'll become adult Link. Fortunately, those guys only move in straight lines. I don't think I actually need any more bugs, but might as well hold on to them until we find something else that we do need. Okay, there's something here when we're adult Link. I want to see if we can get it now. No. Yay, another great fairy. I guess I'm a little more excited than that, just because at least we do get something for visiting them. Still really don't like the models, though. Okay. Welcome, I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. Any information about what the spell does, or what I should do with it? Okay, you got Nehru's Love. Cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm gonna be leaving now. So, Nehru's Love is an effect for only a limited time, so use it carefully. Yep, didn't need the close-up on your face. When battles made you weary, please come back to see me. Oh, I absolutely will not. Meaning no offense. I don't want to sound rude or anything. Okay, I think we're ready to become adult Link. I have to say, part of it might just be and I know that none of the models in the game exactly look beautiful, what with the kind of blocky polygon shapes and whatnot. But the Great Fairy just, for some reason, look very creepy to me. Fortunately, I think we only have to put up with them this game and the next one, and then they start trying a few different designs after that. Or more designs, I should say, because we've already seen some Great Fairy designs. Okay, where am I going? Okay, Okay. First we'll warp to Lake Hylia. And this is the one I believe that... Well, while it's nighttime, there's one that we can get first. Man, Moon is really cruising, isn't it? Water fills the lake, shoot for the morning light. Okay. Navi, I've already told you we are working on saving Princess Zelda. That's why we're here at the lake. There we go. So considering how easy it is to get fire arrows, I'm kind of surprised they weren't used historically in combat more often. But, and I guess that's why night battles are such a good idea. If you attack at night, then your enemy can't get fire arrows as long as you end the battle before dawn. What do I do? Okay, that's right, I need the boots. Come on. There we go. And this is actually the switch that we were told before we can only hit by spinning. So I guess Anakin Skywalker in Phantom Menace was right. Spinning is a good trick. Okay, so we got this. Fortunately, we don't need to... I think we're going to need to change the water level once, but that's it. Okay. So we come here. I will say I also... where am I going? Here. I do like the way that with this Zelda, um, they did a bit more of actually showing what equipment uh, Link is using. Like you can see, I'm actually wearing the silver gauntlets. Okay, where's? I think I can make it up there, and then I should have a good shot at. In addition to the tunics and the boots and the items he's using. And to a certain extent, this has always been the case. Even back in the original Zelda, we had the blue and red rings that changed Link's tunic color when he got them. But it is nice to see. Hey, what am I doing? I can just warp outside. It is nice to see more and more of the stuff actually visibly changing. We can see Link actually wearing it or wielding it. Okay. So let's see. There. Get up here, I think. Did that bird really fly all the way over here just to knock me off a ladder and then fly away? This is exactly why I don't like birds. So one thing I think I never really appreciated about Lake Hylia is, of course, once we beat the water temple, you might remember beforehand it was the lake was mostly dried up. Then now it's full, and one effect of that is that, of course, now we can swim around in it and get to some areas that we couldn't before. But it is kind of nice, on the other hand, that the lake looks more, looks back to normal and things. And in a sense, we're actually seeing, we're seeing the area become more purified or less corrupt, or just restored to what it should be. I mean, we still have monsters around and irritating birds, but... Okay. Hey, aren't you the fairy buddy I met a long time ago? Wow, you grew, dude. Well, here's your song. What? No, I never forget you. You're the one who forgot, aren't you? If you have an ocarina, play that song, baby. I think you really did forget. Let's see, what was it? Hey, it's the ocarina. Play that song with it, baby. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the tune. You rock. I'm blown away. Oh no, no, I didn't forget the song. I never forget anything. But I just feel like rewarding you, baby. I have a good idea. My buddy Pierre is wandering around, so play that tune when you want to call him. I'll tell him to help you if he's nearby and hears that tune. How is a scarecrow wandering around? Alright. Does what happen often to me? Birds attacking me while I'm on a ladder? Pretty much anytime I climb a ladder that's on the outside of a lakeside laboratory. So, I never really thought about it, but what is with all of these just like random walls and fences in Hyrule Field? I mean, like, okay, these ones where there's a ledge, that kind of makes a bit of sense. But there's some that are just crisscrossing the middle of the field, and there's openings, so it's not like you would even be keeping livestock or anything from wandering. Just okay, I think it needs to be nighttime. This might be a good idea instead of getting a ladder to whenever I need to repair my roof, or not repair it, but get up there to do anything. Maybe just get a hook shot up there instead. That way birds won't come knock me off the ladder. So, I'm kind of curious. This was Impa's house, you might recall. And we go inside, and there's a cow in jail. I don't know what crime a cow can commit to be put in prison. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's see. That's it. Okay, so I have some bad news. We have to return to the Shadow Temple. The good news is I think that we can completely avoid that hallway that I always have to do 20 or 30 times. So, and I did run right past that Gossip Stone. Unfortunately, we cannot wear the Mask of Truth as an adult. I'm not really sure why, because as a kid it looked like it was actually quite oversized on us. So I would think it'd be able to fit adult Link easily. But maybe, I mean, adult Link would be, what, 17, 18, something like that. Maybe he's just going through a phase. He's too cool to wear something childish. Which I guess doesn't really explain the entire rest of his outfit, but... Whoop. And then he's just going to run off rather than listen to me insult his wardrobe. There we go. That's... Yep, Shadow, or the Eye of Truth. Probably don't need these on at the moment. I think we can go this way. Okay, didn't quite want to hit the ground that hard, but this is exactly where I wanted to go. Okay. And this is also why I did Lake Hylia first. Oh. If I can get up here and not jump down. I noticed it even played it at the tempo that when I first played it to the Scarecrow. I guess I put a pause there after the first 4 notes. Pierre, you're not going to say anything, you just show up and you'll help me get to where I need to go, but you're not going to say anything. Well, I thought there was a gold skulltula around here. Uh-oh. If there's not, then we might be missing 2 gold skulltulas. Did I somehow get this one the first time through? Shouldn't have been able to. Unless maybe I was able to snipe it from the head of the ship or something. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything, so... Goody, now there's two that I have to try to track down. Okay, well, now I want to go this way first. No, can't sneak by these. Ha! So there's one hanging Skulltula that's not gonna get me. I think I can get this one from the ground. Since I can hit the wall above it. Okay. I like how Navi screams "watch out" after I've Z-targeted it and am all ready to fight it. So Navi, after they hit me and do damage, make sure you scream duck or something like that. Ow. 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 Stop sending them down the middle when I'm up to one side. I'm trying to trick you by making you go one side and then switching to the other, and it's not helping when you just keep attacking right in the middle so that I roll right into it. So I think those are moblins, and so that's another thing that kind of got the supersized treatment. And in fact, I think in a lot of the 3D Zelda games, moblins are going to end up being quite large. So I think this is where that kind of started. Oh, hey, it's Mito. Oh, I see. Sorry I won't ever come back. Nope, sorry about that. She's a sage now. And apparently sages don't get vacation time to come home and visit. But I made a promise to Saria. If JJ48 came back, I would be sure to tell him that Saria had been waiting for him. Because Saria really liked... Like, what? Like, pie? Liked Joe Don Baker movies? Liked her friends to actually finish their sentences? Hey you, if you see him somewhere, please let him know. And also, I'm sorry for being mean to him. Oh, I forgive you. It's nice of you to have reflected on that and matured a bit, even though you don't mature physically, I guess. Tell him that too. It is kind of odd that you're just assuming that some random stranger is gonna run into... But I guess you never leave the forest, and I'm from outside the forest, so... I am quite a bit more likely to run into someone outside the forest than you are. Okay. That. Could have just taken a wrong path and gotten out instantly, I guess. Yep. Yes, Mitchell, one of the quintessential Joe Don Baker movies. One of the ones they did for Mystery Science Theater 3000. I think they also did Final Justice on there, which was also Joe Don Baker. Okay. So if I recall, there were ghosts in the graveyard at night, even as a child. Which means I have to have quite a bit of respect for Dompe the Gravekeeper. He'd just walk around there alone at night, even with very unfriendly ghosts around. Unless maybe he had some kind of an arrangement with them or something, and they wouldn't attack him. Okay. we go. No, that one. Come on. Didn't do anything. Oh, okay. No, I need to come over here and play it. I just played it. Man, I think the real enemy tonight is just the ocarina's buttons. Okay, I think you need to be green in a way when I'm playing this. Where do I need to be? Okay, so you're there. I mean, that's a spot that's supposed to indicate that a scarecrow can be summoned there. I'm playing the song. Navi's turning green, but for some reason... I'll give it one more try. Cause I'm definitely not going to be able to get them all tonight anyway, since we found out we're missing 2 of them now. So I'll add this to the list of things to do over the week. Okay, well, you can at least see that's where the gold sculptula is. I will work on trying to figure out why this isn't working and get that this week. 'Cause I don't want to waste all of our time just because the controls are getting a little wonky. Okay. So I have to say, I think until I played this, or I guess even after playing this, this is, I think, the only time I've ever heard the term, or the type of song called a bolero, or bolero. Oh, okay, there's one. Okay, is there a way to... There we go. was another one on top of that pillar. Navi, I know we need to save Princess Zelda. That's why we're inside of a volcano. Oh, that's right. We can't do that. I'll just warp over there again. Okay. Okay, good. And then one more thing we need to do out here. That's... no, this isn't where I want. That's a very luscious green for being inside of an active volcano. Even if it is underground, which arguably might make it worse. Yes, it's another great fairy fountain. I think this is the second to last one that we're gonna have to do this game. I have to say, I think it's the rather sensual giggling that really makes it just over the top creepy. So, I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Receive it now. And again, you're not really going to tell me any specifics about how you're doing it. I'm going to have to leave that up to the tooltip, which I'm assuming is Navi explaining to me what happened. So could it be that Navi's actually being useful for something? My magic meter is enhanced. Magic power has been enhanced. Now you have twice as much magic power. Okay, that's quite useful. When battle has made me weary, I promise that I will not come back to see you. Alright, we do have more magic power though, which will be good. The main thing it helps us with right now is like the Lens of Truth. But we do also have magic spells that we can use at times if we need to. And we did get the fire arrows and we got the light arrows earlier, so those will use magic if we ever need to use those. Yes, Navi, I know we need to go inside the fire temple to clear out some items from it. I'm on my way to do that right now. Okay, sliding down like that still seems rather unnecessarily showy, but... very least, if you're going to do that, Link, you should go full Legolas and slide down on your shield. Oh, nope. Unfortunately, we got it exactly the right placement to make it through the hole. Otherwise, we would have hit one of the sides, and I can't help but think it seemed like it was on a lot longer before we pushed the block on. Waiting for that thing to stop seemed to always take forever. There's a bombable wall right here. Wow, that's kind of sad. I need to get the hook shot out because Link can't be bothered to raise his hand just over his head. Okay. So there's that, and up. Ooh, that was close. So we're only able to be here because we have the Zora, or the Goron tunic. I have to wonder, when this place was a temple and presumably had worshippers, did all of them wear Goron tunics, or was this a temple made for Gorons, or were like the worshippers all Gorons? I guess similar questions about the water temple and the. Okay, let's see if this will work this time. Like, would the worshippers in the water temple have needed to be Zoras or have Zora tunics? Okay, where? I am not sure how this Scarecrow song... We got it working once, didn't we? Yeah, because we were able to summon him in the Shadow Temple when we actually didn't need... There we go. Come on, Pierre, stop wandering quite so much and at least show up occasionally. Okay. So where am I going to from here? Okay, so we're doing this. Heard one. there's still one more even further up. Yep. All right. Good. Let's. Well, we'll have time for maybe one more, I think. I'll have to finish. I definitely have to look for the ones that that I thought we had, and I guess didn't. Apart from that, I'm thinking the rest of the gold sculptulas, I might just get most of those off stream. Maybe save the last one to pick up next week. 'Cause we're still have some other stuff we want to get to before the end. What? Oh. I thought it had glitched on me and just disappeared, but it's because it only appears at night. The ones that are, if they're in dungeons and whatnot, they should appear at any time, but the ones that are in the overworld only appear at night. There we go. Alright, so where to next? Guess I can go grab the ones from Zora's River and Zora's Domain before we quit. No, I still find it a little sad that as adult Link, oh, sorry, didn't mean to come in and bother you here. By the way, your brother's swords are way better than yours. Hey Mito, I told JJ48 everything he said and he's fine with it. No worries. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. There's where it is. We need it to be nighttime again. So when I play the song, am I just like fast forwarding myself to the nighttime, or am I actually just fast forwarding the entire world and like everybody else notices that it's suddenly night when it was morning just moments ago? Because if every time I do that I'm freaking everyone out, that seems a lot less heroic. Where is it? Somewhere. There it is. Okay. And then we'll just get a couple from inside Zora's domain and we'll be done for the night. Well, I'm gonna be really curious where the ones were that um, I thought we'd already gotten, because I looked through the entire list and I actually had to look through it a couple times even to come up with the 40 that I did, because I thought that, you know, I thought that we'd gotten more than we had, and had to go check a few more places. So I guess I'll have to check a couple more. Oh, nope, not the Megaton Hammer. It's interesting that we still get the peaceful music for Zora's domain, even though everybody's frozen in the ice now. It's not peaceful, that's sad. I guess you can have like a sad kind of peace. Peaceful doesn't automatically mean happy, but still, it seems a little, this particular peaceful music seems a little bit upbeat. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So the silver ones I can pick up with the silver gauntlets. Can't move while I'm holding them, though. And then this, I think, is a bombable thing, or do I hit it with a hammer? I can hit it with a hammer. No? Link, don't jump over the hole, jump into the hole. Wait, it's gonna come down through the rock ceiling? Oh, it's an invisible one. That... I think these big Skulltulas that are some of the very first enemies that Link faces have consistently been my biggest bane throughout this entire game. Okay, these ones I can actually just go around, though. I'm pretty sure they're responsible for taking more of my hearts than all of the other enemies we've encountered put together, maybe except bosses. Okay, I don't want to mess with you, just want to take out this little gold guy. Okay. And with that, let's see, where are we standing? We are at 90, so we've got 10 more to go. On my list, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more on my list. So, you know what? I think there's also some other stuff I want to do as we're getting the last 7, so maybe I will do those on stream. I'm just gonna look for the. I'll try to redo the one that was into Dongo's Cavern that the Scarecrow guy was asleep and not listening or something. Um, and then I'll see if I can figure out where the other 2 were that I thought we'd already gotten and didn't. And if they're one of the places that we've already revisited looking for gold Skulltulas, I'll get them. If they're one of the places that we have coming up, then I'll leave them to do then. Um, and next week we'll almost certainly finish this, and probably a few of the other side quests as well. And maybe we'll even get to see Ganon's castle finally. So with that, thank you for watching, and hope you have a good week, and see you next time. Bye.